So the question and the answer, I mean, the purpose of the discussion is, are you really enjoying? Enjoying. एनालिसिस की जरूरत है. So there are many versions and there are many reference guidelines for the testing, and testing is one of the important part of the electrical engineer's life. One of the important part of electrical engineer's life, that is testing, and it always remains green. Testing always remains green. There is no hard and fast time ki sluggish market is going bad, market is going off, because without testing, you understand, nothing is possible, or nothing is as such anybody can confirm, yes, my job is complete, whether it is maintenance and whether it is project, both the side, whether it is project or whether it is maintenance. Testing remains green, and it is the need of the moment at any point of time with any cost. Do you believe into it? So how many of us do agree that testing is always remains green and it is part of the life?
Yes, sir.
Because there are many jobs, there are many opportunities. There are a number of opportunities into testing and commissioning. The only thing, the particular confidence and particular skill. So how the area, and I hope Uday is already on the mark, is doing into that, whether it is only relay or whether it is only certain switchyard equipments. But today's discussion and maybe other day I will surely cover, try to cover the area, different areas of testings, right? Whether it is lightning arrestor, whether it is isolator, whether it is CT or PT or CVT, then your circuit breaker and transformer. So these are the major equipments of any switchyard or substations, whether it is at transmission level or at distribution level, both the side. This is the main equipments. Please note it down. I may ask and discuss many questions side by side, and I will answer also. So what are all major equipments of substations and switchyards? That should be very clear to all of us nowadays, because the course is going to finish 3 months, I hope. 27th of January we have started. Feb already first month finished. March second month finished. And this 27th of April we will going to finish the third month. So 50% course mostly covered. And we are expecting many good responses from you peoples. And we are trying to organize 1 week programs. Those who are at or from remotes, maybe in the second month of May. So 1 complete week, everybody has to take leave and they have to come in Gurugram. So whether it is Susant and Nakvi or all three is from the Bajaj, and like those who are attending it from virtual or online based. So I will update it very soon. And you will be here to understand the practicals with L&T and Snyder 1 week, and side by side again the next month. So every month from April ends or the May, from May. It was, in fact, I have announced earlier, first site visit we have done, which month? Which date? March. Any date or something, because that people are not, lucky, they are unlucky and unable to attend. So that was, because last batch was there here. March 9th. So this is my request to all of you. Please manage your time for 1 week, in the second week of May, most probably. And people have to be there in Delhi with their particular labs. So live projects in the low voltage as well as high voltage. So it is the fast is low voltage. How the low voltage switchgear and its automation, including the cloud technologies and wireless communications for IoT, Internet of Thinking, and home automations. And that for that particular area, Schneider is the masters. I hope you know Schneider, who had already taken over Larsen and Toubro low voltage sections. Last week we have discussed. Last week, this week only we have discussed with them. So 1 week program is finalized for you people, right? So please be ready. Huh? If any doubt, if any problem, just update us through email or message or whatever separately, individually. Now we'll start today with a detailed level of certain discussions on testings, whether it is current transformers or whether it is potential transformers or transformers, power transformers, right? So just let me check the module. What are all mandate of testings, correct? So from current transformers, is it audible, right? All of you joined or still I'm not getting any particular...
Joined, sir. Joined, sir.
Joined. So CT, from CT onwards, most of the theory parts, the other faculties covered. Today we will discuss more into the technicalities or the particular testings. It is not theory, rather it is one kind of practical things. If the knee point voltage, if the ratio test, if the polarity test, so these are all tests with the circuitry you have to understand why this particular BH curve or knee point voltage. So these are the things to be done from engineering sides, right? So it is just a preliminary view. So people has to understand whenever you are in particular labs. I know all of you mostly attended the BH curve or the hysteresis loss in your engineering, right? So this is one way how the definitions like magnetizing characteristic is a simple test and very important test. And from that onwards, you have to define what is the knee point and how the knee point is important here and where it is applicable. How the knee point KPV, knee point voltage. So what is knee point voltage? That is very important. What is knee point voltage? And the backbone and the background and the requirement of the knee point voltage is nothing but only to check the magnetizing characteristics or rather the B or H. What is B or what is H? Correct. So that is the relationships and that is here. 10% increase in secondary voltage is equal to 50% increase in exciting current. Now I am least interested today to describe more into the theoretical. I am more interested and to the point we will discuss what is knee point voltage and how the curve and what is the significance and application. We are ready to understand the applications of the testing, why we are doing the testings and where it is applicable. Pardon?
Purpose to signify the health of the equipment.
Anyone please? Where is knee point voltage required in the city? Which particular secondary core? Protections or metering? Anyone? There are two major areas of city. CT is dedicatedly defined or designed. One is for metering and second for next is protection. But my questions and my interest from you people who have already attended the very important or very interesting area, where it is I mean you can implement or apply. if you understand this is the city and the magnetizing car, I just want to understand what is the application of this particular.
सर प्रोटेक्शन में यूज होगी सर.
Protection में.
हेलो.
हाँ.
हेलो.
Yes. बताइए.
सर प्रोटेक्शन में यूज होगी सर. प्रोटेक्शन और C2.
प्रोटेक्शन में यूज होगी.
यस.
और मीटरिंग में क्यों नहीं होगी?
सर मीटरिंग, सर प्रोटेक्शन में हमें ज्यादा सेफ्टी चाहिए होती है. मीटरिंग में हम प्रोटेक्शन में हमें ज्यादा सेफ्टी चाहिए ताकि कोर सैचुरेट ना करे.
बहुत बढ़िया है. बहुत बढ़िया है. I hope earlier also you have discussed regarding the city selections. One day or half day I have taken one class. All the specification of city, how to define the specifications. Primary current, secondary current, what is knee point voltage, what is accuracy limit factor, what is instrument security factor, right? And this burden. That is already defined in the first class. My question is, today's class is the applications of those particular technical specs and the testings. If I do the testings, what exactly I will gain? This is a testing class and the reference I am sharing with you, I will definitely share the document and the manual to all of you. This is TNEB manual. TNEB manual, Tamil Nadu State Electricity Board. And there is a one and single guidelines for the country and they are the best of the testings. There's no doubt. We from power or the boards or whether it is distribution board or the distribution companies or private and the state, they have a clear-cut guidelines. All the engineers, they must follow. There are other manuals also. I'm not saying IS or CBIP or IC, but this is one manual where you could get the clear understanding where from you have to start. It's very easy. I mean, if you see, it is very easy. Why easy? All the things we have already discussed in previous classes. I mean, yes. So this is already defined one class. What is 5P, what is 10P, what is 15P? Correct? I'm not going all the particular sentences and the pages, but very specific area-wise I will touch and finish. What is this? How the circuitry of a city to do the particular testings. This is one circuit for polarity check. So from engineering or from engineer and technician, they must not forget what are all circuits necessary to do the polarity. This is a very basic testing of SET. Anyone please? If you know, then it's okay. Otherwise, I'll just share. Why polarity is important? Polarity check, polarity testings. This is very specific and very, basic. Very basics, very easy test. What is polarity check? Is this covered in Ashok Chakravarti's class or the Gurugram sir class? What is polarity?
Gurugram sir class का अभी तक नहीं हुआ है.
Polarity check में क्या बताएगा? ऐसे सर्किट भी दिया था? Any circuits? हाँ तो क्या बोला था? Polarity क्यों चाहिए? Then the test results. क्या टेस्ट आएगा? and क्या फायदा है, क्या नुकसान है? Ultimately, you have to understand the circuit for determining the polarity of CT winding terminals. ये अगर यहाँ इधर से हो जाता है प्लस एंड माइनस और ये माइनस प्लस हो जाए तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? What exactly impact? So it is to see the relative polarity of the primary and secondary terminal when terminals are not marked. Those who are at switchyard, those who have seen the switchyard and the CTs at any voltage levels, they understand how the current entering, the direction of current, and from that onwards, phase and the polarity, phase sequence, RYB. So polarity, if it is changed, if the polarity, reverse, it's already marked. I'm not going through all the words and sentences, but yes, I'm expecting something from you people who have already attended the classes. The very purpose of this class is just to ensure once again what is the important test of all equipments under switch head. It's not specific to one equipment. I will not take much time. So that's what my intention today. Just have to touch and go forward. So everybody has to be very clear if it is a polarity check, what are all circuitry, this is S1 and S2. What is S1 and S2? And P1 and P2, anyone please?
Primary terminal of
Correct, that is already mentioned here. And this S1 is secondary, right?
secondary.
So which one is first? Important for polarity? This is PE, and mentioned, already defined, primary current. Primary polarity, it is not secondary. So if primary polarity are changed, then your ammeter and the voltmeter, that sequence will change.